Is Avalanche setting up for a nice move up? Well, that's what we're going to talk about right now. What I've got in front of you is the daily chart for Avalanche. And after we experienced across the crypto market this fantastic rise up between October and December, we've recently been in this drawdown from pretty much all of January where the crypto market has fallen. Some coins have given up 20, 30, 40%, and some even more. Now, most coins have broken out of this falling channel, and Avalanche is one that has. It hasn't exactly shot up, we wouldn't say that, but it has leveled off, and that's a good sign as well. A lot of these other coins like VET, well, I just actually erase that channel. Let's do ADA. It's about to break out of its downward channel. Solana had a downward channel that it has broken out of. So a lot of these coins are breaking out and leveling off. Now, what we're seeing right now is just kind of this breathing time, this relaxing time in the crypto market. The reason is, well, really Bitcoin. Let me just go show you what I'm seeing in Bitcoin. Since Bitcoin has had its fantastic run up, and it has really had a nice run up if I zoom out, since about, this is December of 2022, where its lows were somewhere around 16,000. Look what Bitcoin has done in the past, I guess, year and a few months. It's gone from 16,000 to a top of almost 50,000. And as you can see, Bitcoin has really leveled off here. When we zoom out a little bit, you can see that for about 2 months now, we've been in this channel of about 40 to 45,000. We entered that channel, that range at about the 4th of December, and it's been 2 months. Now, we have had a couple blips out and a couple blips, one to the top and one to the bottom, but prices quickly entered back into that range, and right now we kind of sit in the middle of it. And that's what we're seeing in crypto. We're seeing this kind of leveling off, indecision point. No one's really sure what's going to happen. But there's some good news to that. The good news is, after seeing such a big run up in Bitcoin, look, we're kind of resting close to the highs. I mean, we haven't fallen down here. We're not resting at 30,000. We're resting around the very much highs, not far from the highs at all from what we've been seeing over the last few months. So we're really basing, it appears, could be basing for a nice move out of this range and above 45,000. Now, I've been watching and listening and trying to learn from people that I trust on both sides of the view of Bitcoin. Some are saying we are experiencing a nice base here, an inverse head and shoulders right here, although it's not a fully completed head and shoulders. For it to be fully completed, we need to go back down to 40,000 and then bounce up. But some are saying that we're seeing an inverse head and shoulders, which is going to shoot us above 45,000 and on up into this range for a nice reset into 50. And then others are saying, nope, you're wrong. We're actually going to hit this 45,000 and then drop on back down into the 30s, which is also, to me, a plausible option. We could do that. We could see these little bouncing, a nice higher high, and then a lower low, a lower high, and back to a lower low. We could see that as well. So the fact that we've been in this range so long in Bitcoin proves that nobody really knows what's going on next, because there's no catalyst up or down. And we're seeing that reflected in Avalanche. The good thing about Avalanche, though, is it's setting nicely above this support of 33. And we're kind of wandering down to it. I'm not really concerned about that support as much as I would be this support of 30. But we're setting up for any move Bitcoin to go higher. Avalanche has already got a clear runway. It doesn't have levels of resistance sitting right on top of it that it has to break like VET does. I just did a video on VET. It's got a level of resistance that needs to be broken before it can make a continue on to higher highs. But Avalanche doesn't. It's nice, clear, got a clear runway path for it to move on up to 43 and then work its way higher. So everything Avalanche does is going to be based on Bitcoin. If we get this move from Bitcoin up above 45,000 and we don't reject, that means we have to stay up here for quite a while, at least several days, before I would feel confident that level is going to hold. If we see that, you're going to see Avalanche moving up into the 40s again, and then perhaps going even higher. Now, the downside is if Bitcoin starts falling down into the 30,000s, even the upper 30,000s, Avalanche is going to do the same. You can see the damage that was done to Avalanche and across all crypto, of course, as Bitcoin fell down into the 38,000s. It actually touched that for a little bit. And then you would see that down probably sub 30 for Avalanche. But right now, I really don't think anybody knows. I don't think anybody knows what's going to happen with Bitcoin, so it's hard to extrapolate that into Avalanche. But I will say, should Bitcoin go up to that 45, 46,000, Avalanche is going to follow it on back up into the 40s, and Avalanche is still looking really good for a nice. Let's see, its lows back here around 9 in October, and you're sitting at 34 now. That's a 3.5 times increase in still 3 months. That's fantastic, and I do like this. Look at that low, a high kind of bouncing around. It looks just really set up to go higher. I can't guarantee you to go higher. I think everything is tied to Bitcoin, but if Bitcoin starts working its way up, Avalanche has got a clear path to go ahead and start working in these 40s again. And then, of course, what we all want to see is Bitcoin getting to that 50,000 level, and let's see how these altcoins are going to react then. We obviously want to see these highs broken right here. And I got to say, I do kind of think we'll see those broken sometime in 2024, hopefully toward the beginning and not the end. But it will all depend on Bitcoin, so we'll keep an eye on that together. All right, y'all be sure to check back in on any price action movements on Avalanche, and I'll do my best to keep you updated. Y'all be careful out there.